Hello, everyone. Welcome to Retail Rundown. I'm here with Jerry from OSF Digital. He's the Forbes author of the Great Digital Transformation, Reimagining the Future of Customers Interaction. I had the pleasure to read a bit of the book. I haven't completed that yet, but I would love to start with one question. Jerry, what is the difference between digitization and digital transformation?
Hey, Paula, nice being here. Just to jump right into it, imagine you have a process. You do step one, step two, step three, and you do it today on paper. Imagine you transform that process in Excel and you do step one, step two, step three. That's digitization. Is you transpose something that was previously on paper, you transpose it onto on some kind of a digital support. Now, if in the process you change the process, and instead of doing step one, step two, step three, you do step one, step three, and step five, that means that you are actually transforming the process, you are transforming the business, and that's digital transformation.
So it's improving the processes across everything you do, pretty much.
It requires, overall, it requires you to reimagine your processes, taking into advantage all the possibilities that the technology allows you. Today, technology has taken an advance that is unbelievable in some areas, and really enables you to rethink the way you do some of the things that you've done in 5-10 years ago, and you can definitely improve on many areas.
Cool. So like talking about retail, talking about stores in general, how is that digital transformation and what are the technologies that have enabled this transformation that is happening?
Well, we were talking just before we started this interview, we were talking about 5G. 5G is a very good technology that enables, everybody knows about the video calls, like using apps, calling from your iPhone or whatever, using your WhatsApp. You can now have a video call very easily. It is in your pocket. So, and that's on your personal life. It goes quite nicely, seamlessly. You don't have to think about it. Well, this thing can actually happen in the enterprise as well. And it can transform the way also store associates work. From one store helping another store. Why? Because the bandwidth now with 5G is so big. It allows you to basically do these things even if you don't have a wireless network somewhere next to you. You can just use the 5G network, which can enable high bandwidth and high quality calls. And you can even allow a store associate from one store, let's say from San Francisco, to actually help a customer out of New York or Berlin, for that matter. It doesn't really matter. And this provides a new experience to your customers. This transforms the way the customer interacts with your store, with your brand, with your operations. So this is a good example of how technology, one of the technologies that are coming out that are helping transforming retail in general.
Yeah, and that I think goes for either the client engaging in your store, right? Like they have like now their mobile in their phone, they can take pictures, they can see QR codes, and you also have the staff that can be circulating across the store using using the 5G, for example, to give the best treatment.
I mean, the idea is that the entire way that the store associate is working should be transformed. The store associate should not be working behind the checkout counter. That's not what the store associate should do. The store associate should really be providing assistance to the customers entering the store, to provide the options, to provide maybe something extra that the customer hasn't even thought about it, matching some items that they want to buy. And this is not just for the typical retail store for apparel or anything. It can go even for the way you can sell a car. Like it's you go in, the store associate can have access to all the information regarding a car downloaded over the internet at very high speeds, and even talk to a specialist if they need to from the other side of the world, especially when this is happening for luxury cars. So that's a very transformative experience, and I think the way the store associate and the way the employees in general in retail are working today should be disrupted even more, should be transformed even more.
Who is the retailer that is doing a great job in the digital transformation, in your opinion?
Oh, there are more that are doing this. Like I like particularly the Nike example. They are very slick in interacting with the customers, but also they are very interested in providing a seamless customer experience. And one of our customers, Burton, is doing also Burton snowboards. They are doing really great in interacting with the customers wherever they are, and provide a really good service. So I think these are very interesting experiences that the customers are being put through.
Nice. Well, and now that we're in this interview, I want to hear from you. How is 2023 looking like for retailers? And seems like the margins are going to be tight.
Yes, I think 2023 is going to be about cost control, and cost control is one thing, but the flip side of the coin is how to increase overall margins. How do we do better on profitability? And we are just out of Black Friday, and I think it's this always makes me think, like, for me, Black Friday is kind of like a time to mourn, because it's the graveyard of margins. Is the time when margins go to die, and I just don't like this. Like, I think we can do much better. We can be much smarter in retail in order to improve margins. Like, from my point of view, everything has to start right from the way we connect what customers want and what we manufacture, what we put in our supply chains. So we need to connect that data much better. You need to understand what your customer wants. You need to have an understanding of like a unified customer's 360 view of what the customer wants. Put the customer in the center, gather the data, connect the dots between what the customer wants and what you manufacture, so that you don't have to go 70% off or 90% down on a huge deep discount and kill all of your margins. I just don't like it. And guess what? In the process, and by understanding the customer, in the process, you are also providing more value. And you provide more value first because the customer gets what they need. And second, you also have to transform the experience. This shouldn't be about the transaction. It shouldn't be about the customer getting into a store or getting online and buying an item and that's it. It should be about the experience that we are providing the customer. It should be more than just a transaction. If they go to you just to transact, buy something and go home, then you lost the game. This is not what the future should be. And if you do these things well, actually you can improve your margin. You can have a pretty successful 2023. You can have your costs under control, and you can also have a better usage of your inventory. So that's my view about 2023. I think it's a year of opportunity, and since everybody is talking about recession and crisis and everything, I like very much a saying is that crisis is really a terrible thing to waste. We should take this opportunity to rethink the way we do things, to reimagine the way we do commerce in general, and the way we understand our customers, the way we relate to them, and the way we provide value to them. And this will help us to be better, be even more profitable, generate more value in the process, and make our customers happy, which is the first and most important thing.
So the crisis is going to be a good opportunity to create more loyalty with your clients if you are providing them the right value. That's what we got from your conversation.
I strongly believe so. Yes, that's it's also an opportunity. Like every time there is a problem, on the flip side of the coin is that there is also an opportunity for whoever is able to solve the problem.
Thank you so much, Jerry. It was great
Thank
having
you,
a conversation
Paula.
with you.